Let's start with the Kevin Hart Doc. Let's start with love.
Okay.
Heart, love. I see what you did.
Oh damn.
Pardon.
Still got it. Still got it, Joe.
The Kings. Kevin Hart, don't fuck this up. That for some reason I thought would be a stand-up. Weeks ago. Somehow I missed all the promo he was doing.
I still think it'll turn into a stand-up.
I think a stand-up is coming because he has a deal with Netflix for however many pieces of content. But this particular piece was a doc, and I was very entertained. Not only was I very entertained, I was pretty impressed. I thought it was a job well done, great doc, great way to put all this shit together, great way for him to address all of the things that have been said and written about him on his own merit. I just thought it was good. I just thought it was well put together. I really enjoyed it. It was supposed to be a very in-depth look into the mind of Kevin Hart and what goes along in his day-to-day. That's another thing I came away from this with. He works really hard. I can work harder.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing.
I can work harder than I do.
That was the biggest thing I got from it.
Yeah,
he's a hard worker.
Like, I can see how niggas cheat.
Is that what you took from this doc?
No. No, but in thinking about how hard he works, like, sometimes you're not home but for 10 seconds in the day for however many days. And I, as a man, can understand how that can be difficult.
Okay.
Like, I know how I was feeling just going to work, however many hours I was going to work and spending very little time at home. Like, we don't have to get into that right now, but as men, I think y'all know what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I understand that about him, and I like the way that he and his wife and his family and friends even attacked that aspect of things, the cheating.
Yeah.
What else did he address? He addressed a lot of this shit I liked. I like the Oscar jokes, so the way they tackled that one.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was really good. I'll shut up there because I'm sure y'all all saw it.
Yeah, no, I'm echoing a lot of what you said. I thought it brought a lot of humility.
Don't echo what I say in 2020. Man. Bring your own shit.
I think it brought a lot of humility to his allegations, the facts, whatever you want to call everything that happened, the rumors, all that bullshit, and just put some human reactions to this coming from the person they were talking about, which I can always appreciate because not everything that you read on a headline is exactly what it seems, and even if it is what it seems, there is a reason behind it. So it's good to hear from the people that are constantly under scrutiny about the decisions they make.
Yeah, even including like the movie reviews and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And saying, but the exit polls are A+ or A- or whatever it was. So fuck you. I thought it was pretty dope.
The one thing I liked about it is I like when celebrities as big as Kevin Hart, and I've seen some athletes do it when they have their documentaries, or they put a lot of emphasis on the team and people around them and people that they trust in their role in their life and their success. I think that it's important to stress that. Like a guy like Kevin Hart, we've literally watched him grow into the person and the man that he is today. Mm-hmm. And to see him make sure that he shined the light on the people around him.
Yeah.
His friends, his
Yeah,
staff.
he was going to comedy clubs and he had 3 openers plus a co-headliner that were all his people.
But he let it be known, like, without that, I'm not sure if I can do this.
Right.
And I think that was important, and I love the fact that he did that. And I mean, but Kev is, he's from the bottom, literally. You know what I mean? So him working hard right now, like he says, he's working from the fear of not having nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's like, I don't ever want to go back to that.
Yeah, the story of his MC, the opening MC.
Yeah.
Joey.
That was
Joey Wells?
Yeah,
Did I say that correctly?
His name, yeah.
That was pretty powerful. What I did appreciate, and this is what I thought you were about to say more, for someone for as big of a megastar as Kev is, and he owns his own production company. So I mean, be clear, this is brought to you and produced by
Him.
He I'm sure is seeing the edits and responsible for whatever it is that hits the screen. I appreciated the fact that he tried his best to add some spice.
Yeah.
Like that conversation between him and his trainer on the plane. Boy, was it cringeworthy when I was listening to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could clearly see that Kev was drunk.
Yeah.
And nose nights happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the fact that he put that in there for it to be scrutinized and broke down and discussed every which way, I appreciated that too.
I'll go further. They did it after they showed how dope and amazing of a person his trainer was.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
built up how great of a human being his trainer was, and then put that at the end.
Right.
Well, that's why I think people love Kev, because he's relatable. Like you can, we all have somebody that we know that has a personality like that. It's always the life of the room, fun. But
That's me for y'all.
real things happen.
Am I that person for y'all?
I mean, yeah, kind of shit.
Yeah, I mean, but in that,
It adds life to the room.
Well, I wouldn't say that part.
so I like the fact that you show the not so funny things and
Well, if there's women in the room, Maul is definitely
He's Kevin.
Well, that's old Maul.
Kev.
New Maul, he don't want to see us in the room with the women. It's just
I
him.
don't want
it's
to
just
see
him.
y'all in the room with the women.
It's just him and women.
Maul
No,
in
I've
the
never been
hose.
that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, I've never been.
I
Don't
wasn't
pick
even
me
allowed
like
at this King's Cabana, like at my pool party.
That's not. You were doing other things at your pool party. You was definitely
Relax,
allowed.
relax,
Oh, okay,
relax,
all right, cool.
relax.
You was allowed at the
Relax.
cabana.
What are
I'm
you
just saying you
doing?
were allowed at the cabana. That's all.
He graciously let me hang out for a couple minutes.
How's that
It was
queen?
cool.
That queen doing?
She's good.
That's it.
That's all I got.
Yeah. Wait.
All right. Well, back to Kevin Hart.
Yeah, she's good.
What did y'all think of what his wife had to say about just everything and learning about the cheating and while y'all think of that, Kev, I thought the doc was great, but you have to stop. Like I was laughing at Kev barking on the blogs for picking up all of the nasty shit in the doc and talking about it.
That's what blogs do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like you
but kind of the point of this doc was to face that and accept it for what it is,
yeah.
and take. Well, I don't think he needs any accountability from this doc, but all the things that happened in the doc, he was taking accountability for. So you can't get mad at the blogs when they pick up the nasty shit. When you talked about all they do is pick out the nasty shit
Right.
in the doc.
Hey, I might have paid the nigga that was trying to blackmail me. I mean, the king. I mean, not the king.
Peon.
That
Yeah, the
dude is
pawn.
not.
Yeah, I'm
he's
going with
not-
pawn. I'm going with pawn until I figure it out. Yeah, I might have paid the pawn that was trying to blackmail me and ruin my household.
Yeah, that's foul. That's his people's.
Yeah, which is why I probably would have paid him. I've been texting him all day. Hell, you are wilding that much? But come on, man.
Can we bring it
I
down?
know what you're doing to me.
10?
Yeah.
You wanted 10.
I wouldn't have
I
just...
thought he wanted 20
Oh, maybe it was.
Wait, 20 what? K?
Million.
million.
Oh, whoa.
You're not paying him.
Whoa. Let's rethink this, buddy. I wouldn't have gave him 20K, but I'd have sent him a lot of texts. I'd have been doubling and triple texting.
No, I see, but shit like that, you gotta just be like, you know what? Let me just face this. Like, because even if you pay somebody $20 million to not release it, years later they're gonna come back with another demand. It never stops.
Yo,
Maul is correct.
Pap has the only wife that I know that will just withstand all of these little feeble tricks that work on women. Like me, you could go home to Rim and say, "Yo, this nigga trying to blackmail me, man." Like, I fucked some chick. I feel like Rim would understand that.
Now she would understand after she whoop your ass. She'd be like,
gonna
"All right,
whoop your ass,
we gonna
your
whoop
friend's ass that filmed
but
it, and the
but
girl."
They ain't gonna punk you, but I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Rim would step to the blackmailer, dude.
Yeah.
That would be the end of that.
Yeah, that's
Handle it for me, babe.
Yeah.
Fuck. Listen, congratulations to Kevin Hart on a job well done on this doc. It was good. It was good. I don't have anything to say about it.
Yeah, it's really
So
entertaining.
we don't view this as a cleanup. I'm asking Rory specifically.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
But
cleanup for what?
But it
I'm not saying that in a negative way.
Oh,
no,
well, a
and
cleanup
he's
for
not
what?
asking in a negative way.
No, I'm asking you a cleanup for what? Though, what do you mean?
He was in the news about a lot of really negative things over the past 2 years.
Kevin had a rough year. This is different love now. Different love now.
Yeah.
Kevin had a rough year more.
So yeah, I have to give my side and clean this up. and I would, like I was saying, bring humility to it. I'm a
Okay, so
human being.
They brought up old
I have to
tweets.
give you the other side of what happened and why it happened to get you back to my side. He's a superstar. Yeah, he needs the public's good graces. He needs it.
I don't
Yeah.
view this as a cleanup. I don't view this as a cleanup. I think this was something that Kev just wanted to control the narrative of
That's a
real,
cleanup, by
a
the
real
way.
personal. No, that's not a cleanup. He wanted to control the narrative of a real in depth personal look at his life and his circle.
After all the narratives that have run already, which
Yeah, but-
would be the one to clean it up.
But even if you say clean it up, he addressed all of that in his doc. He didn't avoid it. He talked about it. He went into in depth into it, and he wanted to give his side of it. Because if you let these narratives run from blogs or whatever,
No more. We understand that part.
No, I would do it
so-
too.
But I don't say that this is a cleanup. I think that Kev was due for this type of documentary, an in-depth look into his life, his circle. He's a A-list celebrity now. He has a production company putting out movies, grossing millions of dollars. Like we don't get a lot of the in-depth Kev anymore. Like we don't get that because he's one of the busiest people in Hollywood. So I don't think this was a clean. I think this was coming. Had he never any of this shit ever happened, I think a documentary into his life and his circle was coming regardless.
Oh please.
I don't think
would
so.
That would have been about what?
Yeah,
What do you
I
mean?
disagree.
That would have been
It was
about
it
what?
was interesting
Because he
without-
did.
without
He's
that
done.
shit, it was interesting.
What was
If he
what was it?
never
Laugh at my
addressed-
pain. He did the doc style stand up thing before, where it was a doc, and yeah, he went to his crib, his hometown. Like he's done the docs.
But even that, he never gave this look
And before
into
we
his
get
life and his
caught up-
circle.
Well, because he had to some degree.
I don't think he had to.
All right,
Oh,
well,
okay,
all right.
okay, maybe he didn't have to. Of course, he didn't have to. But you're taking a negative condemnation to the phrase cleanup.
Because it is, and it would mean
No,
that
sometimes you
there's
got to
something
clean some shit up.
I think
when,
this is more of a
I don't
showcase
think-
than a cleanup.
Yeah, this
when
why-
when,
he didn't have
when
nothing to
myself
clean
and the
up. Okay, he
media makes a
cheated.
mess, yeah, I got to clean it up.
He cheated on his pregnant fiance, right? We got that. They brought up some. They dug
That's
up some.
not. That's. Let me just say. That's not just. Oh, we got that. When you're
No.
at-
I'm just saying we know
Okay.
that
We
that was
understand.
something that happened.
Yeah.
And then they dug up old tweets, homophobic tweets, which they deemed to be homophobic tweets.
Yes.
Kev addressed that in stand-ups. He's made fun of that in stand-ups before years ago.
We got it.
He's addressed that. So these are things that he's addressed. So when you say clean up, it's like, what is there to clean up? He's addressed these issues before.
Image.
I don't
Yeah,
think his image was
because-
tainted any.
But Mo,
It was, though.
But Mo,
don't
when he
think
put
so.
out that video of him looking in the phone, we killed it. Of his apology about cheating on his pregnant wife. When he did the stand up jokes, that's not really addressing your alleged tweet. I keep saying alleged because I'm trying to be nice. Your homophobic tweets. This is really addressing it and facing it head on, and cleaning it up.
Yeah, but again,
Because we killed him
These-
for that apology.
Well,
This podcast killed him for that
because
apology.
of the way he
He's
opened
got
it.
pending cases with the car accident, where he needed the surgery.
Yeah, but all of this was before.
I know they didn't.
before
They
that.
didn't, they didn't get into that here.
Right.
I'm just giving you different things that he has faced throughout the year as to why he might want to end the year with a doc to just address some of it. Don't get caught up in the term clean. You may not think his image or anything is dirty at all. So
Yeah,
maybe
no,
that's
I
what
don't
clean
think
is
his
taken.
image. Like Dave
But
Chappelle
clean
said.
as in his address to some of the things that have been said.
I think this was more so his opportunity to tell the story.
I think it was a showcase for all the shit that he's got going on.
Yeah, and
a showcase for him as a personality, because you don't really get much of Kevin Hart's personality from.
exactly.
The
I think
movies
this was
and-
him just dragging his nuts a little bit. Like, nigga, I'm popping.
Right.
I got a lot of shit going on. I'm making a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I think, and
There was
I like it.
a good tornado of everything packaged up in Netflix.
Well, when you're an
and give it
A-list
to us.
celebrity, there's gonna be a tornado. There's shit going on.
Did anything about what Kev gave off in this doc scream insecurity to any of y'all?
Insecurity.
He's a comedian. Of course, he's insecure. So yeah,
I don't know.
Nothing
what
jumped
that
off the
means.
screen at me, really.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about insecurities. I wouldn't say he was any of his insecurities. I think,
I
this
think
was-
a lot of people with this work ethic have a bit of insecurity.
For sure. So it makes you work that hard.
Explain.
It's like you talked about never wanting to go back.
Self-doubt.
Like, yeah.
Proving yourself right has a start of insecurity.
Yeah.
I mean, whether you want to say it's good insecurity or bad insecurity,
And
it's
insecurity
one
can
and
be
the
mean
same.
different
but,
things, too.
but how
Like,
it's channeled, yeah. I'm an
it
insecure.
doesn't necessarily
person.
have to mean like like self-esteem insecurity could be coming from a certain life not wanting to go back to it is an insecurity in itself. You know, it might not be insecurity about yourself.
But that's an insecurity.
Correct.
I didn't get insecure.
Wait,
from
let me speak to this, and I don't want to spend too much time on Kevin Hart. We got a lot to get to. Again, the conversation between him and his trainer. I see how some could take that as a really insecure point.
Sure.
From Kevin.
Yeah.
What else happened in here to make me say, when he was discussing the fucking Vegas trip, and not that this was screaming insecurity off the screen, but and I really like this part when he was talking about how he didn't have his team. He wanted to go to Vegas for a last minute trip. He called Spank. Spank is married, so he can't go on the last minute. He called all his friends. Damn, now none of my friends are there. I'm left to my own thoughts, my own devices, my own thinking. And how he spoke about himself when he was left to his own thinking, that said a lot to me.
Yeah.
That said to me, damn, I never really thought about Kevin Hart being insecure, but that's kind of what this showcases. And you open yourself up to that when you are this vulnerable. So I commend him for it.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I saw the same thing in the Drake interview, by the way.
Transition king.
What do you mean you saw the same thing?
I saw an insecure man.
In the Drake thing?
Yeah.
Tell us more.
No, because we're talking about Kevin Hart.
Well, was there anything more with Kev?
Nope.
I think that was a good segue into the Drake interview.
All right. Well, you guys,